Hear that? Allow me to introduce to you my father, who must really love me because he gave me consent to show you this video. Across the hall each night, this is what I get. This obnoxiously loud freight train may be what sleep sounds like, but let's examine what sleep looks like, defined by its stages. Even when our consciousness fades away, our sleeping brain has its own biological rhythm and remains active. Every 90 minutes, we cycle through very different sleep stages. For example, right now it's 2:21 a.m. My dad has just closed his eyes. Our flight was delayed, it's late, and he fell asleep as soon as we got to the hotel. Exhausted dad now enters his alpha wave stage sleep, his lightest sleep. We happen to know this because, do you see that ring on his hand? It actually monitors his sleep and measures his heart and his breathing rates. During this state, the brainwaves are relatively slow. My dad is awake but entering a relaxed state. But even as our consciousness fades away, our sleeping brain has its own biological rhythm and remains active. A little later, my dad transitions into NREM sleep, non-rapid eye movement sleep. First, he experiences NREM1 sleep with slow breathing and irregular brainwaves. During this brief NREM1 sleep stage, one may experience images like hallucinations, which are sensory experiences that occur without a sensory stimulus. Do you know where the saying, falling asleep, comes from? It's thanks to the NREM1 sleep. During this stage, it's common to have the sensation of falling or jerking, or even floating. Back to the video. The time is now 2:45 a.m., and my dad is even more relaxed. We can tell because... well, you know. He is now entering the 20 minutes of NREM2 sleep. Here, he experiences periodic sleep spindles, which are bursts of rapid brainwave and rhythmic brainwave activity. If I were to nudge him, he would wake up easily, but he certainly is asleep. Taking the data from my dad's ring, you can see the different sleep stages he was in at different times. From this, it can be inferred that, right on schedule, at 3:08, roughly 20 minutes later, my dad enters a deep sleep called NREM3. His brainwaves are slow and his heart rate has slowed down from 70 to 63. In this case, my dad's NREM3 state lasted about 25 minutes. That's almost normal. This stage lasts for about 30 to 45 minutes. During this time, the brain emits large and slow delta waves, and it is much harder to wake him up. I know this because at this point, it's now almost 4 in the morning. And you know who isn't asleep? At all? Not even REM1? That's right, the cameraman, me. I've tried to wake him up, but it's just not working. Well, pleasant dreams, Dad. At least one of us is enjoying a good dose of deep sleep.